Monkey! I don't know how to open this. Super Mario Brothers. The 2023 movie. I think my opinions on this one are about the same opinions I had on it when it first came out, or when I first saw it, when it first dropped on Peacock. Because I saw this movie when it dropped on Peacock after the film came out. I think this movie came out maybe in the spring or spring or summer. I don't remember when it came out. I'm pretty sure this film came out in the spring, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But I do remember this movie came out, and I say that as though this came out 10 years ago. Back in the day of 2023, it was 3 years after the COVID pandemic. And I remember thinking not much of it when I saw trailers and whatnot. Like, I was excited for it, but it wasn't like something that was diehard. Like, that was, like, it was not something, like, yes, I was excited for it, but it wasn't one of those films where I'm like, this movie needs to come up now. It was just sort of like, I'll see it when it, like, drops on streaming or whatnot. And I saw it, when it was on Peacock. And I remember thinking at the time, when I first saw this movie, thinking, it was decent. Like, it was okay. Mind you, I haven't played a whole lot of Mario Kart. I haven't played a whole lot of Mario games besides Mario Kart. And maybe a little bit of Luigi's Mansion, but if I did, my memory's so hazy that had to be like so many years ago. So like, yeah, I do know the world and I do know the creatures and whatnot, but I can't say I know everything about it, because I don't. I can't say, oh, this is the best part of the lore, and no. I can't say that. But I do like the world of Mario. It is really cool, and I really do think it's kind of inventive. I was more so of a Pokemon person as far as Nintendo properties go, but that's just me. But yeah, so I remember seeing this movie when it came out on Peacock, and I was thinking, that's decent. It's way better than now that I've seen the 93 movie, it's way better than that film by a long shot. So, like, I did see why a lot of people like this. I think the main reason why I wanted to check it out was because Illumination Entertainment was behind it, and I love their films. In fact, their films were practically my childhood. Like, I grew up with their Lorax movie, I grew up with Hop, I grew up with all the Minions films. The first Secret Life of Pets movie was the first movie I ever saw in theaters, which I'm still trying to get over the fact that that's going to be turning 10 years old in, like, June or July. Somewhere around there. Which I'll probably do, like, a 10-year anniversary. First time in a long time Binge for it. But whenever I find out when the 10th anniversary is going to be for it. So, yeah. That's why I mainly wanted to check it out. That's because Illumination was behind it, and I loved the company. So, I decided to check it out, and I remember thinking it was decent. But now, picking up some more things about Mario, and picking up some new details, and I guess sort of learning more, facts, I think, for the most part, my opinion's still the same, but it's improved a lot more. I do think this is a really fun movie. This is why I'm gonna go see the new one in 3D, because I could I literally will tell you, this movie would have been amazing in 3D. I think I would have had a blast with this in 3D. Because I love how there are just certain scenes, and especially where, like the Mario Kart scenes, or even during the fight sequences, this would have been amazing in 3D. Which is mainly one of the reasons why I'm going to go see the next one in 3D. But yeah, so I was, like, without a doubt, a huge fan of how, like, now, without a doubt, a way more huge fan of this film than I was at the time. Because I think at the time, I didn't know a whole lot. I still don't know a whole lot. But now that as I gradually picked more things up, I like this more than I did at the time. There's maybe like one or two or maybe a few nitpicks that I have. One of them is kind of overpowering, but dare I drop the ball? Oh wait, because I know if I say something, it's gonna just completely bash everyone else off who loves this film, and I'm like, yeah. So, you know what? Might as well get it over with. I don't think Jack Black is a good fit for Bowser. There. I said it. I do like Jack Black in this movie. Do not get me wrong. For what he is given, I do think he does his performance well. He does do his performance well, and he does a good job with what he's given. But as a character, and maybe this is just me, I just don't think he's a good fit. When I saw Bowser, here's my take, here's my personal opinion. When I saw Bowser, I thought of him more of a swift, cool, suave, like, creature, but he's also dark. He's menacing. And he can just torture you within an instant. He's pretty much your worst nightmare come true. And because of that, I always thought Mark A. Shepard would be a good fit for the voice of Bowser. I thought not only would he be a good fit, but I also just see Mark A. Shepard's voice coming out of Bowser's mouth. When I see Bowser, I hear his voice coming out. And that has always just been me. And I know what you're saying, that's because he played the King of Hell in Supernatural. Why are you thinking that? Well, okay, yeah, a little bit has to deal with that, because he did play a menacing, frightening character in that show. But even in Supernatural, he knew a way to balance humor into there. Crowley wasn't just a threatening, dark presence. He did incorporate some humor. Albeit very dark humor, but he did incorporate some humor. And that's why I just thought Mark A. Shepard would be such a good fit for this character. So, now that I have completely pissed people off, let's continue with the things I actually like in this movie. The amount of people that probably just clicked off from this video after I said Jack Black is not a good fit. Yeah. So, I could just see it coming. But yeah. I do like Chris Pratt. He is really good as this character. I know a lot of people were up in arms on the fact that Chris Pratt didn't do the Italian accent. I thought it was fine. He didn't really need to do it. As long as he just played the character respectful to who he was and just made the character true. That's all I sort of care about. And as far as I know, he played the character true to form. So, like, whatever. he doesn't really need to do the Italian accent to be the character, but it works. It works. Like, all the other cast members, too, are just so great. Seth Rogen is perfect casting for Donkey Kong. And honestly, that's sort of the voice that I heard in mind when I saw Donkey Kong. So, the fact that they actually casted him, that actually worked. But yeah, so, like, yeah, and I just love the art design on this film too. Like yes, the character designs are cool, but the background designs and the set designs and the location designs, they're just so cool. And I love how colorful this movie is too. This movie is so vibrant and colorful, and it actually really works. And the colors just sort of pop out. And I love that about this movie. And yeah. Like, yeah, it's such a great film. It works so well. And I just love everything. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Because I have that. The story's good. I feel like there was something else, but I don't know. Yeah. Sorry. I just had you in the dark for like a few minutes. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's all I have. Yeah, what did you think of this movie? Do you like it, comment on it, or did it piss you off for some reason? Let me know down in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.